Hey there everybody, today's March 25th. I am starting my layout. Pre-cutting some of the wood. Like I had said one of my previous videos, I think it was like 2 or 3 videos ago, that I was going to do 2 tables. Long table here, long table here, long table here, to kind of go with the contour of the room. And then probably like 1 or 2 foot, probably 2 foot strip of plywood that will be going back this way so I can have the wider turn radius. What I might do though is somehow incorporate my old layout, which is here. So I'm debating on different plans. I might keep that the way it was and then make it so this I can move when I come here, and I can just set that up here. And when I'm not using it, I can fold it up and put it over here. So it'll be kind of like a modular setup where I can disconnect the track real quick and place it up there. I'll use my old layout as the yard. So I'm pre-cutting. The way I'm doing it is I've got 2x4s for the outside perimeter. If you follow it, like the outside will be 2x4s. And then inside I've got 1x3s. Or 2x3s that I'm going to be using on the inside. Then I'm going to have 3 2x3s running across. I think that should give it plenty enough support, especially where, looking at my old layout, as you can see here, there was just this one single, not even 2x1. It's a tiny little thing. This layout was something I got off of a guy on Craigslist. Probably about a year and a half ago. His brother owned it, and his brother passed away, and held on to it for years. You could tell this thing was old when I got it. It's probably vintage 70s. The track is brass, or was brass. I put some nickel silver onto it. So that's the layout update. I was working on that just a minute ago. Gonna go ahead and start building the framing in a minute. For the first table, I'll get one table set up, and then I'll build the other one afterwards. Other news isn't too much going on in layout trains, actually. I'm still working on my ST60Ms, but I do have a couple of new things that I'm going to be doing with some ST60s. I've got my 2 ST60Ms in Norfolk Southern paint scheme. Then I've got this. This is an SD60 Spartan cab. That's going to be Norfolk Southern. That's going to be the 6666 Norfolk Southern. And then I have this SD60. Right now it's an SD60M. I'll pull it out. It's an SD60M 3-window cab. The cab is coming off of it. I don't have a use for a 3-window cab anywhere. The person I bought these RPP shells put this one on. It's a, I want to say, Detail Associate. It's a detail company cab. It's got the really rough lines on it. The person that assembled this did not take the time to finesse it down. So I'm going to scratch the cab, pop it off, and I just ordered from Proto Power West a RPP shell. Not a shell, a cab for an SD90. If you look at the SD90 cab and the SD60i cab, they're the exact same cab. So I'm going to roll around with an SD60i on my layout. Not sure on numbers on the SD60Ms and I, but the SD60 Spartan cab is most definitely going to be the 6666. I just think that's a really cool number. The other shells I have here, I got 2 SD40s, not -2, just SD40s. This one I don't have the cab dynamic brake for, so eventually, when I get around to doing that, I'll order it. This one was going to be, well, is going to be the 600 Main Central in Pan Am Blue. What I had done originally was I had not done my homework, and I did an SD40-2 as a 600, and after realizing that it was a rebuilt SD40, I had to remove the decal off of this. So the one that I had planned on doing is going to be an SD40-2 up here. Is going to be the 605 605. I don't believe I've done the 605. I've got the 307, 327, 601, 607, 609, 605. That one will be. And then this one, this is my Snoot Nose SD40-2. I got it off eBay. This is going to be the 606, the only Snoot Nose on the main central roster. Other than that, I really don't have much. I have my Southern Main System units ready for decaling, but where that's a fantasy road, I'm not even going to bother hurrying with those. The other cabs I have down here, I have two more B40-8s, which are going to be identical to this one, only one will be a Horsehead NS logo. And I might actually take one of these and make it a Providence and Worcester -8W, but we'll see that at a later date. And then this is a C40-8. This will be another Norfolk Southern unit. It'll probably be just a regular, not too detailed up. I might do plow, some MUs, but I'm not going to go all out like I am with the 4 SD60s that I'm doing. The other two ones are coming along great. They're at my house right now. They have the MU cables, plows. They're gonna get antennas, both Firecracker and Sinclair. Full detail. I'm going pretty much all out for these, and then I'm still planning on sending one as a surprise to Al Mayo, to show my appreciation for what he's done to this hobby, and bringing in youth to the hobby. I'm not sure which one. I'm definitely not going to send the SD60 though. I just think the 66 is going to be a lot of fun to build. So I might end up sending him the SD60i, just because I do not think too many people have those rolling around in layout. I think he'd really be able to appreciate the individuality of it. So that's that. I'm going to get back to working. So everybody take it easy.